Good morning all, thanks for stopping by. It's a lovely, almost still day here. There has been a little bit of rain coming through, but that's now gone. Hopefully we're looking towards a better, brighter day. You might remember, I don't know, was it 2 months ago now? I did a review on the ZD012 from Banggood, and at the time it was reputed to be the world's cheapest GPS drone. My review of it was, I thought it was a great little model. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick up an image from the camera. So after a lot of toing and froing with Banggood, I actually managed to get a refund on there, but I was still left with a drone that I was unable to have any FPV through. So I'll take matters into my own hands, as it were. Here is the drone. Luckily, the Wi-Fi unit is modular. It's held on by this little screw here and it just slips off, and you've got a 4-block connector, I beg your pardon, and a 2-block connector. The 2-block connector controls the actual servo gimbal, or the gimbal servo I should say, and the 4-block connector has the wires coming from the camera into the Wi-Fi unit, which is held in here. So what I've done, I removed the Wi-Fi unit and its camera, or the 2 cameras, there's one in the bottom here, and I've replaced it with an Eachine TX06 split camera. Now that camera is no longer made as far as I'm aware. However, if you want to get the exact same model, you can look for an LST RC camera, which is almost exactly the same. The price is less than £20, so value for money. It's good if you have the same problem, and I do know that some people have been complaining of the lack of a Wi-Fi image. On the screen I'll show the image that I was getting originally. It was a completely blank screen. Then I managed to get the screen, after having a look at it and just checking the wiring and the continuity of some of the wires, I managed to get a white screen, but that was it. Basically all I've done is I've replaced the Wi-Fi unit with the 5.8 gigahertz TX06 camera, and I've looked at the wiring block. The original wiring block is a 4-pin JST, micro JST connector. If you're going to do this conversion to 5.8 gigs, just make sure the red, or the positive and the negative wires, go into the same slots as per the original, because that's where you're going to get your power from. Right, I'll quickly set this up and I'll get some FPV screens going and we'll go for a quick fly. So see you shortly. Okay, we're here ready with the Z012 ready to take off. In case you're wondering how am I going to fly it without any FPV view, luckily this little unit tells you when the drone has enough GPS signals to take off, and it does that with a 2-3 second beep. That's after you calibrated it and done the gyro or the GPS calibration, I should say. This, just for your reference, is the old Wi-Fi module. As I mentioned before, just make sure you pay attention to the wiring block. If you're going to use this one, just be very careful when you slot in your positive and negative wires. Make sure they go in the right way, otherwise things won't look good for you. Right, okay, I have my Hawkeye recording and I have the Eachine watch recording as well. I'm going to fly it line by sight. Right, right, so we've got 3 rates. This is not going to work, obviously, so hence I'm recording on here. Right, here we go. Let's take off. Right, I should mention that these modifications do not affect the GPS, which is up at the top here, so you don't need, there's no danger of that being mucked about with. Right, rate 2. And it looks like I'm still getting a good feed. That's good. Not so brilliant on the RD200 goggles, which is the I don't, might not be able to see, but the signal from this transmitter is affecting the signal reception on here. I'm still getting a good picture on there, so I must be round about 50 meters in height. And of course, the further you get away from the drone, the further the signal is going to interact with this 2.4 gig. Even though that's 5.8 gig, they will, the power being generated from there is only from a one cell battery, 3.7 volt, 4.2 fully charged, 4.2 volts fully charged. But I'm still getting a video from there, and I'm still getting a video feed from here. I think what we might do is test the return to home function. There we go. It's turning, facing us. Hopefully, what it's going to do is once it starts hovering over this area, it's going to turn back to face the direction it took off. And now it's descending. The sun's come out now, it's quite bright. Well, luckily we're descending, we've got an aircraft coming over the trees there. There we go. Okay, we're going to cancel that. A little flight around the field. hopefully it's all being recorded. I'll check that in a minute. Rate 3. Right, okay, what you hear there is the low power indicator, and it's gone into automatic return to home mode. So you can see how long it's been flying. What's that, about 10 minutes maybe, something like that. But I don't know about you, I wasn't happy about having a drone which couldn't really do what it says on the tin. And that's still recording, and it looks as though that's gone blank, so the battery's not too happy on that RD200. I don't know why, but after a period of use, you don't seem to get a lot of life out of the Eachine battery. If I could try and replace the battery in that, I would. But I'm not doing anything here. This is landing it by itself. Remember, it took off from the the yellow bit of landing pad there. Well, you can see the distance there, a couple of feet. For the world's cheapest GPS drone, I don't think that was too bad. Right, let's turn that off. Right, we'll stop recording. And hopefully that is recorded to the SD card. Yep, it looks as though it has. So we can cycle through and see the different... I'll put some of this footage up on the final video, and at least you can see the quality of the 5.8 gig footage from the little TX06 split camera. As I mentioned, have a look on Banggood. If you're interested in doing this modification for yourself, have a look on Banggood, and it's for the LST RC, and you'll find a little camera exactly like it. I'll put a picture of the original camera up on the video somewhere. Hopefully you can have a look at that for yourself. It's about £17, I think, something like that, and it works off a 3.7 volt battery, so you should have no problems just wiring it in, as long as you make sure you wire that up the 2 power wires correctly. Okay, that's the ZD012 conversion review, so I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye bye.